We have a lot to cover from this past week, from hard-fought wins to devastating losses. So let's jump right into it. Starting off with women's basketball, the Paladins needed a win to spark this team going into the SoCon tournament. Van Rye has a solid defensive effort for the rebound. Paladins charge down the court, pass to Acker for the three, and it's good. The score is tied 10-10 right here as the Dins are moving forward, keeping Western uncomfortable. To draw up this beautiful three by DePietro. Going down the stretch, Western tried to bounce back into the game, but DePietro knocks down another three to solidify the win, 66-53. Moving on to men's hoops, Furman had a huge home test against Western Carolina to hold first place in the SoCon. Pequise gives it to Heen. Heen to Bothwell, drives to the basket, and back to Heen for the dunk. Tough. And then right here we have Witt testing the defense as he passes it to Huey, gives it to Williams, and then back to Huey for another three-pointer. This Furman team is deep with 27 points off the bench. And then coming up right after this, we have the Catamounts bringing it back to 5. Bothwell drives, pushing it back to Slauson. Slauson, Furman passes so efficiently, moving the defense around. Pegues finds an opening and drives it to the basket for 2. Furman rolls past Western Carolina, 93-59. Moving on to softball, our Paladins faced the number 10 ranked Clemson. Don't let the score fool you. Our Paladins fought hard to stay competitive the entire game. The Dins fought so hard that they ended up in ESPN's top 10. Here we see Ashley Likens charge from center field to make this tough catch. Yeah, we're Likens it. Furman fell 0-10 to the Tigers. The Dins turn around to host Sacred Heart on Friday. Now let's look at last week's scores for our basketball teams. Women's hoops fell short to UNCG 69-74. On Wednesday, our men's team faced a huge upset by the Citadel 65-69, knocking them down to number 2 in the conference. Moving on to tennis, our women's team lost a tough one to Wake Forest 2-5, while the men etched out a win over Jacksonville State 4-3. This past weekend at the Husky Classic, we had a lot of exciting personal bests. Carson Williams finished 4th and led the Paladins with his program best time of 13 minutes and 42 seconds in the 5,000 meter. Dylan Schubert finished 6th in the same event with a personal best of 13 minutes and 45 seconds. David Almayer also had a personal record in this event of 14 minutes and 56 seconds for 17th place. Adam Boslers had a personal best for 24th place, running a 14-minute flat. This was a great event for the Paladins, and the excitement didn't stop there. On the women's side, Jenna Mulhern and Sierra Bower ran a 5,000 meter, both for their personal records. Jenna ran in 16 minutes and 11 seconds, and Sierra finished with 16 minutes and 22 seconds.